What's up guys, Mark here today, and I'm going to be reviewing the new Bullwinkle the Band album today. The producers don't usually interrupt me when I'm talking, but... What? It's not called Bullwinkle the Band? Is Bullwinkle the name of the lead singer? Really? Well, this is embarrassing. I mean, I saw the Moose thing, but I guess... What's the band's name? Moose Blood. This is Moose Blood. This is their album, Blush. Moose Blood is a four-piece emo band from the UK that has pretty much blown up in the last couple years. I first heard about them from their last album, I'll Keep You in Mind From Time to Time. Specifically, the song Bukowski became a really big hit around the kind of emo pop-punk fan bases. They went from starting the band in just 2012 to now being all over the place. Pretty much everyone knows who Moose Blood is. And now, with their sophomore release, Blush, they have really taken strides. Now, the first thing I want to say about Blush, this artwork might be my favorite artwork of the year. Visually, aesthetically appealing. It is so nice to look at. Is it at least their mascot, like Hank in like the Wonder Years, but like Moose Blood and Bullwinkle? Petition to make Bullwinkle the new Moose Blood mascot. Comment down below. Other than just looking beautiful, this album has a lot to give to any both returning fan and new listener. While I do like some Moose Blood songs, this was my first time really digging into a piece of theirs, and I came out of it really enjoying the album. As for the album, it keeps their emo roots while also getting a little bit pop punk in there. Certain things that I really enjoy about the album, just top to bottom. The vocal work tends to be really nice. The vocalist knows exactly what parts need to be tight and exact and what parts he can play around with and kind of play loosey-goosey. The vocals are just really work top to bottom on this album. Along with that, the guitars, especially the guitar tones, all the guitar tones just really make it for me and are a good reason why I enjoyed this album. Time for a track by track. This album starts out really strong with the song Pastel. This song is honestly one of my favorites on the album. It's about being away on tour and his band blowing up and having to be away from his daughter and his wife, especially his daughter growing up and him being gone on tour for a while, coming back, being on tour. I enjoy how raw and emotional this song is. This emotion is especially shown in the outro where there's some repeated vocals that are kind of strained. Along with this, the pre-chorus and chorus of the song are really memorable and just really nice to listen to. This song is a memorable one and one of my favorites on the album. The next one is entitled Honey, and this one they continue killing it with the pre-choruses. Another really memorable one goes into a nice chorus as well. Along with this, the guitar work on this one is notable. Really some nice catchy riffs in there. This one's a little bit more open and relatable than the last one. It has to do with sticking with a relationship despite some bumps in the road. I understand why this was the first single, it has some relatable content to it, and it's just a catchy song and definitely has some replay value. The next song on the album is entitled Knuckles. This one is an example of the vocalist kind of letting the natural imperfections in his voice come out. Too many times vocalists try to be too perfect, especially the post-processing tries to make them too perfect, and sometimes it just sounds unnatural. This playful vocal work ends up giving it a lot of character in the song. Some nice drum work in this song, as well as another memorable chorus. There's just something unique and memorable about him directly quoting someone in the chorus. The next song is entitled Sulk and does exactly what you would expect it to do. Slows down the album. It really slows it down perfectly though. Not on the location in the album where it slows it down, but how it slows it down. This song also deviates from the normal verse, chorus. It does it very effectively. This chorus is one of the ones that really stuck with me after. The song's just really nice to listen to, and it's just really good, and honestly one of my favorites on the album. The next one is entitled Glow. This one has one of the more memorable guitar hooks on the album. Just kind of draws you in. It's nice, playful. Reminds me a little bit of the most recent Modern Baseball album. Along with this one's a little bit more sad as far as the lyrical content. It seems to be about him and his parents when he was a child. This one has a lot of repeated lyrics. In this song, it's used correctly. It's used well. A little bit on the more emotional side, and also a memorable one again. The next one is entitled Cheat. The instrumentals remind me and give me a bit of a transit vibe, and I love transit, and that's really good. But it ends up falling flat on me. There's not much that I remember from the song other than like the intro kind of sounds like Transit. I really wish it built on that and I could feel it and I kept going along. I'm disappointed to say that it really didn't. The song ends up being pretty average, just not something I can really see myself coming back to too often. The next song is called Sway, and there is so many things I like about this song. This song is just really good. The instrumentals on this song are just A1, beautiful, super swag. Along with that, in the vocals, this is one of the songs where he really lets his accent come through, and it's not a bad thing. It kind of has like some jammy verses and then breaks in a kind of ballad almost sounding. It's just good. It's just good. This one's one of the ones to listen to. If you don't want to listen to the whole album, this one's one of the ones to listen to. The next song on the album is entitled Shimmer. This one really slows it down and really gets sad. I really like where it's positioned on the album. I think it's just in the right position. There's this portion of the song where you think the song's over and it's like dying down, and then you just get hit by this wall of sound. This part is mixed really well, and I really enjoy this song. This one's just a sad one to listen to on dark days. The next song is entitled Spring, and I just think the song's really smooth. There's something about the vocals that are a little bit different in this one. It kind of has like whiny undertones, not saying like man overboard whiny. This song I enjoy. The next song is entitled Freckle. On this one, I like the lyrical content throughout and the vocals are pretty good, but I would say it's hard to pinpoint, but I think that's the problem with this one. There's nothing to pinpoint. I would have preferred the album really just ended on the last song, Spring. At the end of the day, this proves to be a really successful and enjoyable album. I have never considered myself a Moose Blood fan, but with this release, Blush, I thoroughly enjoy a majority of the songs of the album. This album is mixed very well for an emo record. Shout out to whoever mixed it. On top of that, I think the performances are solid top to bottom. From what I heard from this band before, I think this is some definite progress. I enjoy this more, and I think it has some more thought than some of their older stuff. I really think anyone can be a fan of this record, whether you're a fan of theirs from a long time before or you have never even heard of this band. I'm just really stoked on this album, and I think it is a very good release. I'm gonna give this album a 4 out of 5. Shout out to Moose Blood. You guys put together a successful album. Thank you for your music. I'm gonna put my favorite and my least favorite songs down below in the description. Make sure to comment your favorite and least favorite songs from this album. Along with that, you guys can always give me suggestions down below. If you enjoy this review, why not drop a like and why not subscribe? It lets me know you guys like the stuff I'm putting out. Thank you so much for watching this video and staying till the end. I appreciate every bit of support. Have a fantastic day and stay beautiful. It's not Bullwinkle the band. Why? Why?